Hey guys, the time is currently 6:58. Now, I set an alarm for 4 a.m. this morning, but although I woke up, I didn't get up. I didn't have the urge or reason to get up, even though I had all the reasons to get up that morning or this morning. So I woke up a little bit later today, so I didn't start my day off as a victory. However, what I'm going to do next is go to the gym, which is going to be the right thing that I'm going to do in a very long time. And after that, I'm going to just get right into planning my work, planning my days, perhaps read a book, just to slowly do the right things until I start doing the hard things. Now, this is going to be the day where I change my actions because the longer you avoid something, the longer it's going to hurt, the worse it's going to get. Now, I also want to mention that lately I have been recording my morning clips. I have just not been uploading my morning clips simply because I have done nothing throughout the day, so that I just went to the last clips. But yeah, I just cannot live like this anymore, guys. It is horrible. It just gets me more sad, and it just avoiding your purpose, avoiding your ambitions is never a great feeling, guys, because you have to, and I mean you have to work towards something meaningful. Otherwise, life will punish you in so many ways that was never ever imaginable. So find your purpose and never look back at your old lifestyle because your old lifestyle is in the past for a reason. Don't think that just because you're doing good right now, you can take your situation for granted, as that is something I have been doing for the past few days. And certainly, what I had realized is I cannot live like myself before and expect to win in life. The reason why I left my old life behind me. So there's no reason I should look back because my life in the future will be much better. That being said, I'll see you guys later when I come back from my gym session. So guys, the time is currently 2:33 p.m. and I'm very glad that today I went to the gym and had my workout done because that's something I had control over, and doing the right thing for once, doing the right thing and breaking free from this loop really was everything that I needed to put myself in a position to understand that life is better once you start doing the right thing. Because we can feel sad and be sorry for ourselves and regret for the things we have done, and we can continue to feel sad. However, it is the actions alone, truly, that we make that determines how we feel at the end of the day. So, if you're feeling sad, if you're discontent with life at the moment, then it's pretty much the truth that you are not really doing the right things that is going to make you feel better in the first place. Perhaps you're distracted. Perhaps you are squandering your time. Perhaps you are self sabotaging. But whatever the case may be, you're not doing the right thing. You're not doing the right thing as in you're staying comfortable. You are in this place of complacency, which is why you feel unfulfilled in life, which is why life, perhaps at the moment, feels meaningless to you. And I have felt like this for quite a while now. For the past week, I have been self sabotaging. I have been wasting my time. I have put myself in this position where nobody wants to be in. But I willingly sacrifice my position to be in this spot. And from this past week, I have realized that this is a very shit place to be. But certainly, I am in this position mentally is because of the actions I choose to do. I'm not being uncomfortable. I'm not working on anything hard. And most importantly, I am not chasing my purpose. Therefore, I have this empty void within me and I feel sorry for myself. I feel angry. I feel regretful. And I wish that I never stepped away from my focus. I wish I was persistent and I wish I never hopped off the momentum. However, the thing is, we can stay positive. We can visualize and manifest about the good things that we have yet to done. We could think about that we have not yet sacrificed too much, and we can think about that we are still okay in a way. That if we just think positively, then everything will be great. But the truth is, we had to face reality. And sometimes being angry at yourself, being mad at yourself, and regretting for the things you have done is not the wrong way to think, but rather it is the right way to think. And why do I say that? Because positive thinking can be a way to delude yourself. Positive thinking can be a way to trick yourself into thinking that what you're doing right now to yourself isn't that bad after all. But the truth is, most likely, The self-sabotage you are participating in, the distraction that you are distracted by, is that significant. It is ruining your life, and it will continue to ruin your life if you don't stand up and admit to yourself that I am losing the grip on life, that things are slowly slipping away from me because I choose to stay complacent, because I choose to be comfortable. And this is the wrong way to live life, guys, because being comfortable will put you in a position where you're no longer going to be happy with the things life will give you. Because life don't reward people who are complacent with great things. So if you're tired, if you're feeling sad, if you're in this loop of distraction, constant distraction, then realize that the only way to break free from this loop is to be goddamn honest with yourself, and that you are really screwing up your life right now. That you have to go back to follow your old routine. That if you don't, then life will never get great. If you don't, then you'll continue to feel sad, and no amount of positive visualization, no amount of positive self talk is going to talk yourself out of this crap, because it doesn't work that simply. It simply does not work. It may make you justify what you have done today. It may make you feel better. It may not make you feel so regretful and repent for what you have done. But what positive talk and positive visualization can do for you only is to make your distractions and pain that you are going through tolerable. And that is all it is going to do. But at the end of the day, if you want to break free from this loop of distraction, if you want to take control back of your life, then you have, and I mean you have to, do something differently. You have to go face the thing you have been avoiding. You have to go face your fears. You have to go face your doubt. And the irony is, facing your doubt and fears is never that difficult in the first place. We just make it seem so difficult. We just make it seem so scary because we have avoided the thing for so long. But if we continue to avoid our destiny, then we are only going to create more barriers of resistance towards us and it. So face it today, because you'll never be ready. Not tomorrow, not tonight, not in a week's time. You'll never be ready. We will never be ready to face our destiny. No one will ever be ready in life to face their pains and to face their fears. You may feel like you'll be ready tomorrow, but this is only an excuse to hinder yourself from trying to break free from this loop. I was not ready today, and I never will be ready to face this fear. But I know if I don't face it, then I will never break free from this loop of distraction. Then I'll never complete anything and achieve anything in my life. So if you're not ready, take that as a sign of you being ready. Because the only way one person can become ready is to face it, put his head in, and do the thing that he has been solely trying to avoid. That is the only way one person can become ready at anything in life, is to get comfortable at doing the thing that he has been avoiding, is to get comfortable and get good at what you are doing. So maybe just one day you'll wake up and you'll be eager to face your challenges. You'll be eager to take pain and take the sweat because you know that you can become better at what you do. That you know that the pain, the fears, the doubt is only imaginary. And it will always be like that unless you do something about it. Unless you break free from your own critical thinking and you put one foot in front of the other and say, I am going to make a change today. That I will do something, and just doing a little bit is better than nothing. And that is all you need to do to break free from this distractive loop. Because self-destruction is going to be as worse as the days go on. You'll lower your courage, you will lower your self-confidence, and one day you'll think that distracting yourself with social media, with drugs, with alcohol, with pleasure will be the norm. And when that becomes a reality, you will be harder to influence. It will be harder for you to pick yourself back up. But even then you still hold the key to all your problems. So take the act today. Do just something today. No matter if you're doing something little or plenty, just do something. Do something rather than what you have been doing for the past few days if you have been distracted, if you have been self sabotaging. Because you will never be ready, and you can take my word. Because I never will be ready. I could be here waiting for another week. I could sit here and just watch movies for the next day, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll have more motivation, but that's not true. I have to do something today. And that is the only way that I will get ready in life. That being said, I'll see you guys tonight.
So guys, the time is currently 7:22. Now, today I have done great things for picking myself back up. However, my routine and my lifestyle is so still far out of place that I have not utilized all my time effectively, nor have I been productive throughout the whole day. Which means lifestyle at the end of the day is still everything, guys. We could say we want to be disciplined, we can say we want to do the right things, but if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a lifestyle, if you don't change your lifestyle for that matter of fact, then you're going to gravitate towards the distractions because you don't have a plan to execute on a day-to-day basis. You don't know what exactly you're aiming for. So that being said, today I could have done so much more, but obviously I have not. But tomorrow will be a great day because I'll wake up earlier, get back into the flow, get back into my original routine. And today I did manage to take the step out of complacency and do something right, work towards something, and take care of myself. And that is important because if I don't take care of myself, then, well, nobody's going to come save the day except me. And I just want to say thank you for everyone out there who's supporting me still, who's understand that this is just a phase and not my fate. And certainly anyone out there who has been going through this phase in life where they are a bit lost, where they do feel unmotivated to do anything, I just want to say that you are not alone and everyone does go through this phase. And depending on how long you stay defeated will be solely up to you and how long you choose to stay down there yourself. Because at the end of the day, it is only that you can pick up yourself. Nobody else can help you. Nobody else can hand you their hand if you're not willing to take it. And certainly in the past week, even though I was helped by you guys, I refused to take your help, but rather I took your help for granted. So I just decided to constantly self-destruct, despite I have plenty of help at my disposal. And this just goes to show, guys, that sometimes people just don't want to change. You could offer them help, you could advise them, you could give them everything that you could ever hope for, but they just don't want to be changed. They don't want to do the thing that's uncomfortable. They don't want to be helped. And it is a really sad thing for those people to stay like they are because they are afraid of change. But just know you're missing out on so much if you choose to stay complacent, if you choose to stay where you are now in life. Because although at the moment you may just be getting by, but getting by isn't good enough. Getting by is okay. Of course, if you try hard in life, everyone can get by, but is that really all you want from life? Just to get by? Just to survive? I mean, heck, if you just want to do that, then so be it. But life is so much more than this. And I do believe every single human being has so much within themselves, so much potential and capabilities than to just get by. So don't let this fear hold you back. We are all lost. We are all lost at one point of our life. Just know the leaders, the people leading in this world, the inspirational people, all were lost once. But they understood something, is that they were capable of achieving so much more than what the world depicts them to do. And you should view that as yourself too. You should have the courage to stand for more than you believe in, because you do. There's no reason that you don't have the ability, but rather we all have this ability. And that to face your fears means you'll have a better life. You'll have a much richer life, richer in friends, richer in life, richer in happiness. So don't let this go because you're afraid of change. Don't let this go because you're satisfied with just getting by in life. And it is because of this discontent that I am still here giving it a shot. I'm still here trying, but I could still argue I'm not really trying my hardest because the moment you stay distracted, the moment you allow life to distract you of your obligations and duty, is the moment you stop trying. Because if you are trying in life, that means you're still fighting for what you believe. Therefore, you don't have time to be distracted. So, yes, I stopped trying, but deep down inside, I'll never give up on myself. And I know that with each small step, it builds courage. With each small step, it builds discipline and the willpower you will need to regain control of your life. And sometimes, if you slip up, just understand that you don't lose everything in life that you have built. It may feel like that everything has crumbled down, but you still have your wit, you still have your intelligence. So don't diminish that more by thinking so bad about yourself. And I guess this is where positive thinking comes into mind, that you should not make your situation worse. But sometimes being frank with yourself and just admitting that you have messed up in life, that you had screwed up because you choose to, whether it's relapse, whether it's self sabotage, or just make a very horrible decision. It's your right to own up to your mistakes, and you shouldn't blow smoke up your ass saying everything will be okay. But you should do one thing, and is to admit your fault and understand that this is not the end of the world, and that you are not become the person you before resented, and that you are still the person today who has made a bad choice, and the bad choice will not define you. Only you will define yourself. You build your character. So don't make your end the worst. Keep fighting and look at the grass on the other side, because it will be greener. So keep at it and don't give up at life. I hope you guys had learned something from this today. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow, I'll be up early and I'll get you guys up early so that we can make the right choices together tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Good night.